We're now ready to move on to Module 4. In Module 4, we'll be finding the products and services that you'll be reviewing. Now, when we look back at the cheek model, the digital entrepreneurship model, when we look at the DIM model, we set up a company based on our passion. We identified your niche, who's your target market. Now we have to determine what kind of products and services you'll be reviewing for your audience. Requirements, remember, 100% online company. You don't sell anything. You'll review products and services. You'll provide links, and the only revenue you'll receive is from affiliate marketing fees. So the assignment for finding your products and services, you'll have 4 steps, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll number your responses, number 1, number 2, number 3, etc., 1 through 5. There's 10 points each, a total of 50 points. So in step 1, you'll say, what items will you be reviewing? Tell me what you're going to do. What your company is, for example, issues activewear. We're going to look at pants and accessories and other stuff that people use that work out. Step 2, primary and secondary items. Let's suppose we assume the primary item would be pants or clothes. Let's just call it clothes. And the secondary item will be accessories. And so the accessories would be the gym bag that you carry, maybe AirPods, sweatbands, anything else other than the actual clothes you wear. The step 3, we'd estimate the average sales price. What's going to be the average sales price? Up here, I use the example of ladies' activewear. Primary $55, accessories $15. Now, we go out and search for sellers. Number 4 is that you search out for sellers and you say, these are the products I like. This is what I like. These are the ones I use. These are the ones my friends and I talk about. Then I go out and say, do they pay affiliate fees? And what are the fees? What do they pay? We're going to use these figures when we develop your pro forma. The pro forma is nothing more than running the numbers to see if this business makes sense. Remember, everything starts with your passion. Everything's driven by the passion. Why is it so important? Everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. This is your first step. This is getting your feet wet as an entrepreneur with limited to no money and doing what you truly enjoy. Once you get this done and once you have it in place, everything's driven by your passion. The reason we're setting this up based on your passion, this will be your first step as an entrepreneur. Everyone talks about wanting to be an entrepreneur, but what do I do? How do I take that first step? You find your passion, identify your niche, identify your audience. What are the products and services, and how do I come up with those? Well, think about the audience. Think about your friends. That circle you're always talking to. What do they talk about? What things would help them in what they're doing? Other things. What other things do they talk about? What reinforces what you're saying? You're saying that when I go to the gym, this is a problem I have, and here's what I do, and this is the way I handle it. For example, maybe it's as simple as the music that you play, and you link them over to Apple Music or someplace that will pay you an affiliate fee. What will make them feel better? That's where you go looking for your products and services. Identifying your products and services. So why do we need to identify the products and services you'll be reviewing? Well, first of all, we need numbers on the pro forma. We got to come up with some sort of number. So we look at the products. Remember we talked about swag, scientific wild ass guess. Well, it's a scientific wild ass guess. This is your passion. You've been looking at activewear. You know what the general prices are. You know what people like. You come up with that fee. Why are we limited to one primary and one secondary? We're going to start up the estimates. These are guesstimates early on to run the numbers. Later on, when we have business, we can break it down into a smaller, well-defined numbers. But for now, let's look at a primary and secondary. Look at the average sales price of each. Aren't these really guesses, and why should we have any faith in them? It's your passion. You've been doing the work on them all along. You have a feel for it. And what you're doing, you know better than I do. But be realistic to yourself. Primary and secondary items. The primary items. These are the main items you'll preview. Let's go back to activewear example. Pants, tops, shorts, sports bras, anything else. Note your primary average sale is your price of your primary item. Example, pants range from about 45 to 75, so you estimate that your average sales will be 55. Secondary item, these are items that supplement your main items. Activewear, socks, headbands, earpods, music, whatever else. Note, use your average sale as your price for your secondary item. For example, let's suppose it ranged from 15 to 25. You estimate the average would be $20. Where do I find the products and services? The easiest place to go is Amazon. Low affiliate fees, they're probably 6% to 15%. Lots of products and services that you could forever go referring products. Go to individual sites. You know what you like. You know where you go all the time. Look and see what the average price would be. Look and see if they have affiliate, if they pay affiliate fees. To run the numbers, we're not going to dig too deep into this. We can assume some numbers, and we'll talk about that later when we're building the full formula. Now, you got to remember that when you go to the individual sites, you send it to them, so you got to make sure you collect the money. Are you always sure that they're paying you for all the people who buy from them? That's some of the things we'll address in Management 445. As you get more sophisticated, you can go to these affiliate aggregators. Somebody like Commission Junction. You go in and sign up with them. They have thousands of products to choose from. You go in and get the codes and embed them in the links. And when you do, when people go over and they buy it, Commission Junction will collect all the money to you and send you one check. And the only downside is they're going to charge you a small fee for it. Now, the difference between products and services, this is a broad overview. Products have a cost. Let's go back to the pants, for example. That manufacturer's got to pay for the pants. They got to pay for the shipping. And so they have a higher cost, so they're going to pay a lower affiliate fee. Services and software, on the other hand, let's suppose you send them off someplace to get a menu or a workout program. The cost on that is just click and send you a list of how to do it. No shipping costs, lower variable costs, so chances are they'll probably pay you a higher fee. And we'll go to step by step how to find products and services and affiliates, and we'll cover that in Marketing 445. Your first products and services, until you build a trusted following, you're going to get a limited number of commissions. Initially, the key is build an audience. When someone signs up or subscribes to you and gives you their email list, that's golden to you. And when the first commissions come, they'll probably be from lower price items. So don't think I'm going to go out and chase a higher. It doesn't come like that. Remember, you're building long-term relationships. You don't want to chase what's hot now items. Focus on what your audience wants. Only after you build a relationship will you be able to focus on the large dollar items. Remember, you'll be doing what you have a passion for. You'll enjoy doing it, even if early on it's without money. Keys to success. Put your audience first. Stay in your niche. Base everything on your passion and listen, and your audience will tell you what they really want. And if you listen, if you get a comment, that's golden. Make sure you respond right away. Open dialogue with them. And this is where you'll find the information, what they really want. So that's all we're doing in finding your products and services. And once we get these numbers, we'll use these numbers in pro forma to develop a financial to say, here's where we are. Does it work? Doesn't it work? And you can make the decision, the go decision or don't go decision based on sound information. Thank you. And if you have any questions, please get back to me. Have a good day.